Brothers and sisters, my dudes and ladies out there, it's been a super busy week for all of us, somewhat traumatic for some people out there, and I want you guys to know, no matter what happens, all right, the people who voted for this guy or that guy, they're your brothers, all right? 70 million people voted for Harris, 75 for Trump. We all still exist, and we have to live together. That being said, Edgar Markov is getting reprinted and Innistrad remastered. The card in its current incarnation is $80. What a savage. Now, if you haven't seen this guy, it's 3 red, white, and a black. Legendary creature, Vampire Knight. It's a 4/4, has the Eminence ability. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if this guy's in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a little 1/1 black vampire creature token as first strike and haste. When this guy attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. That Eminence ability is insane, man. This precon, I believe, had the first Teferi's protection in it, bunch of other bangers in there, man. I was lucky enough to score one that was opened, and I have one that's sealed right now. But I can guarantee you, if you bust out this commander, people are going to roll their eyes. They're going to save their counter spells. They're going to get their targeted removal out and just have general disdain for you, all right? Because you're a savage dude. This card is so well known, and it's so mean in the command zone. But listen up now, brother. You still want to play vampires. Maybe you're a damn Twilight fan, all right? I like werewolves, but maybe you like vampires. Maybe you're an Anne Rice fan. Interview with the Vampire, the beautiful vampires from Interview with the Vampire. Maybe you are just like spooking yourself in the night, all right? Maybe you're just a savage dude. Turn on the bathroom light. Is that a vampire in there? No, man, that's just you. You look like creamed garbage, brother. Brush your teeth. So let's talk about 5 sleeper vampire commanders. And you can like and subscribe in return, man. I'm going to blow you an internet kiss and a sweet, stinky wink, dude. Thanks to the patrons out there. You guys are savage monsters. And the members, the special-weshy boys out there. All right, let's kick this off with a mono black bulk rare with the scrolls of knowledge, dude. He's got scrolls, and is that a scroll in your pants? Or you just happy to see me, brother? This guy's packing scrolls. He's got that shirtless drip. He's showing off all that pack work at the gym, dude. And he's got that pale complexion that is very premium in Japanese culture. Anawan the Ruined Sage, 3 black, legendary creature, vampire shaman. It's a 4/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player sacrifices a non-vampire creature. This guy's looking for a map, dude, and he's talking about Chandra. I don't know what the flavor text is, but in any case, this fella has the juice. It's a very simple, easy to build commander that's pure vampires. Nobody ever taught him how to fly, though, and that's kind of unfortunate. But you're keeping the board clear here. You're adding reanimation effects that can hit opponents' graveyards. You're rewarding things dying out there, and you can certainly pack in cards that deal with creatures that went to the graveyard this turn. Get them back to the battlefield, like Thrilling Encore. 4 and a black for an instant. Put onto the battlefield, under your control, all creature cards in all graveyards that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Oh, this is a little cheaper with that sweet art, dude. You got the Grim Return, 2 and a black for an instant. Choose target creature card in a graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn. Put that card onto the battlefield under your control. There are plenty of mono black vampires, dude. You're a mono black. You want to slap in the Nirkana Revenant. 4 black creature vampire shade. Whenever you tap a swamp for mana, add an additional black. It also has a little pump for black mana. It's a 4/4. Listen, you also have Mary the Killing Quill out there. 1 black, legendary creature, vampire assassin. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, exile it with a hit counter on it. So they're going to be sacrificing those creatures, dude. Assassins, mercenaries, and rogues you control have death touch. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a hit counter from a card that player owns in exile. If you do, draw a card, create 2 treasure tokens. It's a 3/2. Anyways, man, Anawan is an excellent option for a mono black vampire deck that can be built on a pretty strict budget. How about this guy packing the tilde in his name, Clavo, first of the blessed. So this guy's a 2/2, 1 white and a black, legendary creature, vampire cleric. Whenever you attack, target attacking vampire that isn't a demon becomes a demon, dude. You're out there making demons in addition to its other types. It gains when this creature dies. Draw a card, create a tapped 4/3 white and black vampire demon creature token with flying, dude. So the vampire demons are like hatching out of the vampires. It's a very weird card. I don't know. It's neat though. This was kind of a thing back in this set. You want attacking vampires, but that could be a token. Could be a regular vampire, gets that text. Kind of makes this beefy little flying vampire demon. I like cards like this that let you double dip your creatures when they die. If you have a 1/1 out there and a sacrifice outlet, then that little 1/1 gets you a card and a rather threatening vampire 4/3 flying token. So you want some sacrifice outlets, and there are quite a few that are vampires. Like this guy, Bartolome del Presidio. White and a black, legendary creature, vampire knight. It's a 2/1. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on this guy. Bless the sinner who sacrificed his blood so that I may live. Look at this fella, man. He's out there scrolling up a dead body. What the heck are you doing out there, dude? Maybe they're just sleeping. I don't know. I'm not here to judge, man. Now this card fits right in. Etchings of the Chosen. 1 white and a black for an enchantment. As this thing enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control the chosen type get +1/+1. So that makes your flying vampire demons even a little bigger, dude. Has 1, sacrifice a creature of the chosen type. Target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Now this isn't a vampire, alright, but it's got some wacky art, brother. If somebody asked me what's happening in this art, dude, I would defer to our new public health czar, RFK Jr., because you can only figure this out if worms ate part of your brains, dude. But the sacrifice effect is pretty nice. Plus it buffs all your dudes, like the Legion Lieutenant out there. Then we have some reanimation effects that are also vampires. This is one of my favorite little pet cards, Null Priest of Oblivion. 1 and a black, creature vampire cleric. It's a 2/1, has kicker for 3 and a black, menace and lifelink. When this guy enters, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I just want to be the dude in chains, you know? Honestly, is that so wrong? How about these guys out there? The Redemption Choir. 2 white, creature vampire cleric. It's a 3/3 with lifelink. When this guy enters or attacks, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this Clavo and 1 vampire demon token, and you've got a decent little reanimation engine out there. Anyways, man, I really dig Clavo, even more so because the Blood Rights precon was so good. And number 3 on our list is Rodolph the Dusk Brer. This guy just got a reprint. 5 and a black, legendary creature, vampire angel. It's a 4/4, has flying, death touch, and lifelink. Whenever you gain life, this guy gains indestructible until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 and a hybrid white and black, which brings white into his color identity. When you do, return target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. So many vampiric ways to gain life. I love this dude. Looks like Dante from Devil May Cry's cousin, dude. He's got that gothic drip. I did build a budget deck around this guy, and it's admittedly not super vampire heavy, but hey, listen, man. There are a bunch of cards that capitalize on this guy's ability. Like Shadowheart the Dark Justicar. 3 and a black, legendary creature, human elf cleric to 3/4. I know you played Baldur's Gate, dude. Alright, and I know what you did. Okay, 1 in the black, tap, sacrifice another creature, draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. This can actually kill some loser, hopefully with an ETB, and then slap it back out with Rodolph. You also have some self-sacrificers you can recur, like Priest of Fellrights. 1 and a black, creature, human warlock. It's a 2/2, has tap, pay 3 life, sacrifice it, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Has unearth for 3 white and a black. I hope this art is a metaphor, dude, because if it's not, she's gonna marry a damn elk, brother. Rodolph is the man. This isn't necessarily vampire tribal, but he's hard to block. He's got flying, death touch, and lifelink. He brings his own life gain to the party, man. Great card. And at number 4 of our vampire commanders here, we have Streffen the Moor Progenitor. 2 black and a red, legendary creature, vampire noble. It's a 3/2, has flying. At the beginning of your end step, create a blood token for each player who lost life this turn. Whenever this guy attacks, you may sacrifice 2 blood tokens. If you do, you may put a vampire card from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking, gains indestructible until end of turn. This guy looks like Vincent Price, brother. I love this guy. I love the drip, dude, the cane, the ruffles. Come on, man. This guy cheats out big vampires. It's a little parasitic with blood tokens, but this guy makes enough of them by himself to just get a free creature every turn, man. And you have some other ways to make blood tokens, like the Glass Cast Heart, 2 and a black artifact. Whenever 1 or more vampires you control attack, create a blood token. That's not bad. Has black and tap it, pay 1 life, create a 1/1 black and white vampire creature token with lifelink. Has black tap it, sacrifice it, and 13 blood tokens. Each opponent loses 13 life, you gain 13 life. Probably not gonna happen. But it's the Glass Heart, dog. It's a fountain of blood. What the heck, dude? This art is pretty wild, man. Anyways, more little sack fighter and a fairly competent blood token creator. But the real meat of this deck is getting them fat, flying Innistrad vampires out there, my dude, like the Necropolis region. 3 black, creature vampire. It's a 6/5 with flying. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. This is actually a Ravnican vampire, I lied. It's probably going to get that visa revoked, dude, get deported back to Innistrad, if you know what I'm saying. The Haunt of Hightower, 4 black, legendary creature vampire. It's a 3/3, has flying and lifelink. Whenever this guy attacks, defending player discards a card. Whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, put a +1/+1 counter on this guy. Pretty diesel and was pricey, but it's down under $2. You're also going to be sacrificing a lot of artifact tokens and creating artifacts, so you may want to pack in some payoffs for those. You got Braids out there, the Arisen Nightmare. This is a nightmare, but at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. For each opponent who doesn't, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. Love the old Braids here, man. Just got reprinted, just a couple bucks. And you have the Mirkwood Bats out there, brother. 3 and a black, creature bat. It's a 2/3 with flying. Whenever you create or sacrifice a token, any token, man, each opponent loses 1 life. This guy's going to be draining life every damn turn. Up to 5 life from each opponent, man. That's not bad. This card is pretty phenomenal. Damn bat has some thighs on it too, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Streffen is pretty diesel. It's a slept-on precon commander. He's got the juice. And at number 5 here, we have a Ginger Bride. Nothing more terrifying than that, dude. You're about to get divorced, brother. Olivia Crimson Bride. 4 black and a red. Legendary creature. Vampire Noble. It's a 3/4 with flying and haste. When this thing attacks, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. That's it, man. It gains when you don't control a legendary vampire. Exile this creature. This is for the classic Reanimator Commander fans out there. Let's get a Reanimator right in the command zone. You could stack other vampires or just wheels, discard, graveyard tutors like Entomb, Violent Tumor, stuff like that. Get your graveyard full, start pulling stuff out with Reanimate cards. Then Olivia is there when you get to 6 mana. Pretty nice card with a solid suite of creatures in these colors with ETB effects and damage triggers. Like this guy, the Lord of the Void. 4 black, creature demon. It's a 7/7 with flying. When this guy deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 7 cards of that player's library, put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield under your control. $4 to $5 for this guy after a Ravnica remastered reprint. Not bad. And coming in under $5, Hellkite Tyrant. Who knew? 4 red, creature dragon. It's a 6/5, flying and trample. When this guy deals combat damage to a player, gain control of all artifacts that player controls, man. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 20 or more artifacts, probably not going to happen, you win the game. But you slap in, you start stealing those soul rings out there, man. And if you want to refill your hand, get that dragon mage out there. I love this guy. 25 cents. Come on, man. Olivia also has this sweet alternate art with the ladies from Resident Evil Village out there. They're eating tomatoes in the fields, dude. These are some Italian peasants, and I like their accessories, man. So that's 5 undersung vampire commanders living in the shadow of Edgar Markov. But you know what? Edgar's just an old geriatric, man. He can't even put on his own armor. He needs an army of beautiful young dudes to do it for him. Young eunuchs. Anyways, man. That's what you guys are to me. You're girding me with the armor of 1,000 hugs out there. Nikki G, better commander. Wait a sec, does that mean I'm a geriatric too? Probably, dude. Signing off.